everything out there is just kind of a theory. They take their best guess as to what's going on. And
well, no, but let me give you an example. Like, okay, so
like, what are we sure
just
of?
hear me out. In 50 years, if they decided like, okay, so what we thought about gravity is different now, but it's still gravity, a force keeping things down at a certain rate, right?
Yep.
It doesn't mean that the theory of gravity, it wasn't a theory. Gravity is still a thing. It just means what they thought was making it is different, right? So it's not really, is that still a theory?
Yes. Or let me lay something else on you. Okay. I totally hear what you're saying. Yes, you are right. It will still be gravity, even if they prove
change
that
the name of it.
It has something to do with the tides.
The birds
whatever, birds flapping
wings.
their wings. Perfect. Exactly. What was I going to tell you? Gravity. Oh, yeah. But it may turn out, Matt, that in 50 years, they find out that what we call gravity has nothing to do with, I don't know how gravity works, but let's just pretend I did, has nothing to do with that, but it actually has to do with magnets.
Okay.
Then the theory of gravity would have been wrong. That theory is wrong. We now have to try and formulate a theory of magnetic gravity, because that's how it works.
But you're still with me that the
Or
term
idea
gravity,
of
the idea of
gravity.
gravity of something pulling everything down to the earth,
keeping
the
us
force
from floating away.
is still, you see what I'm saying? So like that is a constant. We can, even moving forward 1,000 years, we could probably continue on saying gravity is the force that keeps things.
The other problem, as I see it, is gravity probably requires there being a round Earth.
No, gravity is all about size.
And if you're on a flat Earth, maybe gravity doesn't work that same way.
Well, okay, hold on. Gravity is all about size. If the Earth was flat, it would work a different way because we wouldn't have the gravitational pull because there'd be so much less mass of the Earth, correct?
So exactly what I'm saying, if the world ends up being flat, then what we consider gravity is actually a nothing at that point, right? It's
Hold on. Even if we were in a simulation, in the simulation, they have simulated gravity. They have simulated a force pushing us down to the Earth, right? So even if it's magnets, even if it's a flat Earth, I understand what you're saying.
Have they, though?
Have they what?
I mean, okay.
Everything is drawn to the Earth, Simon. You cannot... You could throw a feather in the air, and due to air pressure, and the weight of the feather, it will potentially float, give it a gust, but it's still going down, right? It's only in a vacuum where that feather will not fall to the ground. Mm-hmm. Correct?
Yeah, no, that's right. You're good. You're good. I was headed down a bad path. I'm okay. I'm okay now. Anyways, good convo.
But keep in mind too,
we must have to move on.
Here's what we do have to move on. Here's what you're not going to like though, is if we're going to sit here and say like we can't even hold gravity as a truth, then when Kyrie and Kanye post anti-Semitic reading material, even that you have to go, well, I got to look at this because maybe it has some truth in it, right?
Yeah, I guess you got to look at everything to make sure for yourself. I don't know.
But this is my point is like, none of us have read that book. So we're just going off of the fact that the title is a bit egregious.
I think it's a movie.
Whatever it is, book, movie. My point remains the same, is that none of us can actually factually verify that there's anything.
Theorymentary.
Oh, I like that. Like you can't verify that there's anything anti-Semitic in that book other than reading the title and going.
I personally can't verify.
Neither
I'm sure
can I.
Somebody has watched the movie and.
But again, you see what I'm saying is
Heard
we're going
them saying
Well,
like,
what do
burn
they
the
do, or it
Jews
just gives you
something.
that feel, as per that thing you sent me about Joe's
Joe's Jewish
overwhelming.
count. Yes.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you sent it to him, but not to me.
I think it's pretty obvious why I sent it to him.
Yeah, because you guys have this whole like anti-Semitic chain where you
hold on,
tell
hold on,
your Jew
hold on,
jo-
hold on.
the club,
Let's get this straight. First
no
of all,
Jews allowed. And I'm like, hey, Jordy's in your club. Yeah, we said Jews.
one's allowed. Yeah. I don't send him anything. I just thought, I was like, if I send this to Simon, it might send the wrong message. And Simon's one of my few remaining friends.
It seems anti-Semitic when you send it to me.
No, we live in a world. I truly believe Simon.
I would immediately screenshot it just to have. You know what I mean?